It started on a humid August night in 2017 in a small Midwestern town called Riverview. A newborn baby, just 3 days old, vanished from the hospital's neonatal wing. Security footage showed nothing. No forced entry. No alarms. Just gone. Detectives thought it was a tragic case of a distraught parent or a random act of violence. But when the second baby disappeared, just 2 months later, from the same hospital, panic spread like wildfire. Parents refused to leave their infants unattended. Nurses quit overnight. And the media called it the angel heist. At the center of it all was Dr. Aaron Keller, a respected pediatrician with an impeccable record. He was the face of calm during chaos, always first to console grieving parents, first to talk to reporters, first to offer his help to the police. Dr. Keller was 43, married, 2 kids, the kind of man who volunteered at free clinics and attended every PTA meeting. He lived in a quiet cul-de-sac, drove a modest sedan, and hosted backyard barbecues. No one, not even his wife, had any reason to suspect him. But behind the calm smile and pressed white coat was a secret life built on debt and desperation. His private practice had been drowning financially. His wife had filed for divorce once before because of his gambling problem, a habit he swore he'd beaten. He hadn't. When the third infant disappeared in early 2018, the FBI joined the case. They discovered a pattern. All missing infants had been under Dr. Keller's supervision in their final hours before vanishing. Still, there was no physical evidence, no fingerprints, no witnesses, no traces. It looked like a ghost was moving through the hospital. Until one night, a janitor came forward. He told detectives that Keller often stayed late, long after shifts ended, sometimes with the nursery lights off, claiming he was checking inventory. And once, the janitor saw Keller carrying something wrapped in a white blanket into the staff elevator at 2:30 a.m. But when police searched the hospital, they found nothing. The case hit a wall. Then came a break. A woman in New Mexico called the FBI, saying she'd bought a baby through an illegal adoption network online, and the paperwork listed a Dr. Keller as the attending physician at birth. The Bureau traced the funds and found a string of offshore accounts linked to Keller under fake corporate names. Each deposit matched the timing of a missing child. They had their suspect, or so they thought, because when they moved to arrest him, Keller was gone. He had vanished, leaving behind a single note on his office desk. "I only wanted them to have better lives." The FBI launched a nationwide manhunt. Hospitals received alerts. Border Control was notified. But Dr. Keller had vanished into thin air. 3 weeks later, police found his car abandoned near a riverbank, doors unlocked, keys still inside, wallet untouched. No body. No footprints. Nothing. Some believed he'd taken his own life. Others believed he was still out there, living under a new identity. Then another twist. A nurse named Lydia Hart, Keller's longtime assistant, was arrested in connection with falsifying hospital records. When questioned, she broke down, revealing the truth: Keller hadn't acted alone. Lydia confessed that he was part of a black market adoption ring, selling newborns to wealthy, childless couples overseas. She said Keller justified it as giving children a better chance. But the money, hundreds of thousands in cash, told a different story. And then she said something chilling. "He told me, if anything happens, don't look for me. Look at who's paying the bills." Agents dug deeper into Keller's financials and found that the ringleader wasn't him. It was his own wife, Rachel. She managed the shell companies, laundered the money, and handled the overseas clients. Dr. Keller was just the front, the man in the lab coat. When he realized how deep she was involved, and that she planned to frame him, he tried to flee. But Rachel reported him missing and collected millions in life insurance within months. In 2020, she moved to another state, bought a new house, and changed her name. 2 years later, investigators finally matched offshore wire transfers and arrested her. She never confessed to her husband's fate, whether he drowned that night or disappeared with a new identity. His body was never found. St. Augustine Memorial closed the neonatal ward permanently. Parents still leave flowers by the old entrance, for the babies never found, for the parents who never got answers. And every so often, someone reports seeing a quiet man volunteering at children's hospitals across the country. A man who looks just like Dr. Aaron Keller. Maybe he's gone. Maybe he's still out there, trying to undo what can never be undone.